That can be
Yeah.
done during public comment.
Okay,
Yes.
I thought that's where we were, I'm sorry.
No worries.
No, that's
Soon.
all right.
Very
Okay.
soon.
It's next.
The next one, that's what I was looking at.
No worries.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Any further discussion? No? Those all in favor? Unanimous? Favorite part, public comments?
That's the
Can I let
one.
you go first?
Okay, I'd like to know how that got voted on, by who, and where is that tractor?
Absolutely. So, I mean, I'll let the group also chime in. We were notified abruptly during our last meeting that unfortunately the kind of agreement that had been going on for several years was going to be abruptly terminated, leaving the school unable to get our services done here. We were made notified by that by our superintendent, and that basically they had made several phone calls to other agencies to see how much snow removal would cost in order to ensure that we could keep the school open and snow be removed for our students to be able to attend. It was kind of brought to the board. We were, in my own opinion, shocked, you know, because it was something we didn't expect as an incurred cost. And so discussion regarding the tractor was made because we had reached out to, can you just ramble which ones that we had reached out to, and they had said they couldn't provide service, some couldn't provide the service, some of the costs were.
We went to Soderberg, Joey Cowett, I think it's North End.
Yeah.
Okay. And Brescia, I think.
Russia.
Yeah, and I know I don't know the other two, Soderberg and Joey Cowett could not do it because of the late notice of it. And Brescia came back with basically an option of like $83,000.
For the year or
For the year.
For the year.
Yes.
So were you, can I
Well, hang on, let's provide a little more historical context. With the board, this board was made aware of this decision by a selectman in October. We then basically had a month to get quotes, do our research, which we did. We were also told that the possibility of putting an employee in a piece of town equipment was not possible. So we were left with really no option other than either to pay $83,000 or invest in a tractor and pay our own people.
So we found a secondhand tractor. We did lots of background check and found the best deal for ourselves. Voted on it at the last board meeting. It was unanimous, it's in the minutes. It was a unanimous decision. Tractor was purchased, paid for, and we're using it. We have our custodian, Bob Beckman, driving
So where is that tractor now?
It's in the bus garage.
across the street.
It is across the street?
In a garage that we pay a lease on.
Right.
So we pay $8,000 a year to lease 2 bays of that garage. We
So
have done so for a long time.
Right. And I met with one of the select, one of the people from across the road, and he told me they would salt and sand for us. But we had to give him notice as to when we needed it. So we talked to Mr. Ekman, and he said he would check it out and let them know when we need salt and sand. So far it's worked.
Wouldn't that be every storm?
I would think so, but like today it was bad, and another day yesterday it wasn't very nice, even though it hadn't stormed, but yeah, so it's gonna be maybe more than this every storm. We want our staff safe.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah, the wind will cause black ice.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we did what we could, and we've been looking at this for a couple of years. We felt something might be coming up. We started looking last year at tractors, and we couldn't find anything reasonable, and this one just had been used, so it was the best buy we could find. It's a wonderful tractor. We'll be good now, we're set for many years to come.
So can you just clarify it, because, you know,
Clarify.
what you're saying, what are they gonna do? You guys are gonna take care of your yard now, or?
We're gonna take care of our yard, and then they offered to come once in a while, I think. I mean, I didn't talk to them about that, but I think they came the first one.
Yesterday, he came and said that they would be willing to just kind of plow out the yard and not really clean it up like they had been, they're just gonna like do a couple sweeps in the yard.
So he just.
So this
came-
is new information to
Yes,
us,
yeah,
okay,
yes,
'cause
all to all of
I
us.
just want,
Yes.
Did he just come
came
yesterday to you
yesterday.
and tell you that?
Yes.
So,
because
So-
we were told at the last board meeting,
Mhm.
we
They
were
were
made
done.
very clear that it was absolutely not a service that was gonna be provided
For the whole year or just until they
Period.
got,
for the whole
Period.
year, period.
because that's different than
Yeah.
what was told at the town.
Yes.
I
last
did not
night.
attend the town,
I did,
I
can tell
did,
you.
well,
yeah.
I
So,
didn't, yeah.
So,
All right.
I'm
Guaranteed.
like, I'm
Our-
focused on Carla, so is that okay if I ask her a question? Last night at the town meeting, it was said that what was brought to you was because of the shortage of employees, at the time, they could not provide that service.
Right. No, he said to me, we don't have an employee to do this job.
Correct.
And if and when we get one, they won't be experienced. We cannot do this. So I said, fine.
Until they're experienced
He
in,
said, we cannot do this, period.
for the whole year.
Yes.
we did all,
He guaranteed. At our office, he came in and spoke to Donna and I, she was there as my witness. Then I texted him and said, will you salt and sand at least? And he said, yes, we will salt and sand.
we did inquire also, at least it was shared with us, that just from a cost saving measure, I mean, we obviously treat the budget, meticulously. Is that an option that we at least utilize the equipment? And it was shared with us that that was also inquired and that was a no.
Right.
So,
It
I
might-
mean,
That might be insurance purposes.
Right. But we tried.
but we did try, I mean,
But that might
in
be insurance
seeking
purposes.
other, options, seek to ask at least,
so, well, let's just, because I was at the meeting, and the
Is
story
this
that.
public comment or is this?
This is
Yeah,
public
I'm addressing
That's why
the
I
question,
came.
yeah.
I also,
Yeah.
I also attended the October meeting and I wanted clarification because I watched the selectmen meeting last night. And I just wanna know which gray area I'm supposed to go after. So if I could get some clarity,
Yep.
That's what we're
sorry
talking
to
about.
interrupt
No,
you.
Yep.
I just wanted to get caught up.
So
So-
catching up is, the selectmen came to our office and told us they were no longer plowing, they didn't have the manpower, and they would not be plowing this year, period, and we should be looking to maybe do something on our own.
What I remember being said was that, plus you had asked if they had equipment that could be borrowed.
Right.
And the
Correct.
answer from Chris Fournier
Yes.
was no.
Correct.
Precisely.
Yeah, 'cause
Not
when you
the
say
board of
these
selectmen,
selectmen,
the
it
board
was
of
Chris
selectmen
that
did
came,
not
right?
work together to
Yes, but you said
inform
these selectmen, you
Okay.
meant Chris.
Yeah, I didn't want to
you
use a name, but
Okay.
yes, you're right.
And you said he texted you, you guys
I
texted?
texted him and I asked him if he'd still salt and sand, and he said absolutely.
Do you still have those text messages?
I actually deleted them today.
Are you kidding?
No? I mean, but I don't know how to get it, but I mean, they've been salting and sanding. They've been.
But it would have been helpful
I mean,
to you to have those.
well, I know we talked about it, I know he told me in person as well.
Well, when I viewed the meeting, it sounded like a collaborative effort between the school and the town to purchase the tractor. The purchase of the tractor was explained as a way to help the town because they were short-staffed. That's exactly what the tape
No,
says.
Tommy, that is not what
Well,
the tape
you can
Point of
look at the
order.
recording.
We're not gonna have the public, addressing each other.
What's public comment? He just
Okay.
addressed someone else.
I'm sorry, we do have another question, can you go ahead?
I would just ask, Mr. Butler was at the meeting, and he's privy to what has gone on here, and if he could perhaps address if he perceives that there are any differences between what you knew from here and what you observed at the town meeting, that might be helpful, because you've been in both
The
places.
story that I heard at the selectmen's meeting was different than what we were told in October, when the news was delivered to us. And we then worked a month to resolve. In November, we made the decision to purchase the tractor. Again, none of the information had changed. I don't really perceive an attitude of working together. One is dropping what I consider a bomb like this, considering the financial ramifications in October. You know, the selectmen did make a motion. It was seconded. It was voted that they would forego us paying them to plow the yard. That's the $3,500 savings for the school. But the way that he described it was not the way that it was described to the board in October, and then when we discussed it in November. And, you know, I would be willing and interested to work together, but I think working together, we need that board to come here if they need to, or address the superintendent or the chair with a letter, not one selectman maybe acting on his own. There's no minutes, I don't believe, to reflect that that decision was ever made by that board. Doesn't matter. We have school, we have a growing school, and we were not gonna subject the kids, the parents, the staff, or anybody, a situation where the driveway was a problem.
Correct. We did not want the school to be shut down because of snow.